Transform!
This is Takara Micron Legend Crossface, or in the Western market, Transformers Armada Sideways, with Crosswise and Rook. This is kind of a special toy. Not only is he a motorbike transformer, which is cool, he's a headmaster, one of my favourite gimmicks. Not only that, he has two headmaster minicons, depending on whether he's portraying an Autobot or a Decepticon. Plus, the two headmasters combine to form a robotic rider of the motorcycle. Pretty top tier cool. Sideways, or Crossface, is your typical double agent, more of a manipulator for his master, the Chaos Bringer Unicron. Crossface comes with his obligatory instruction sheet, two missiles, the two minicons, currently in combined mode, his collector's card, and an awesome catalogue, which we previously saw in the Micron Legend Ultra Magnus or Overload review. Check that out if you haven't. In motorcycle mode, the missiles, or missiles, act as tailpipes, but more on that later. It's not a bad looking bike mode, mostly moulded in purple with some yellow and black painted highlights. Now the rider can attach via a tab slot connection on the seat and his butt, then lock the hands onto the handlebars and position the feet. Such a cool gimmick. Usually it's hard to find well scaled figures for bike modes. It's not a bad looking bike mode. My main issue is that the arms underneath don't really peg together. It's easy to knock them out of whack. Alt mode size comparisons. Here with Age of the Prime Skybite, so awesome, please check out that review. Gamer Edition Optimus Prime, Hearts of Steel Starscream, and Age of Extinction Optimus Prime. Let's take a closer look at the minicons. The combined mode is pretty decent, with ball jointed shoulders and hips, as well as hinged elbows and knees. It's not the easiest to stand, but it is doable with some patience. They do separate and form their own robot modes. Pretty straightforward, just pull the legs apart, straighten out the arms and legs, and with Rook, press down the combined mode head, revealing the smaller head. They look alright. I'm a big fan of this gimmick, and these two little guys do a lot pretty decently. They can also two up on the bike in the same way as the combined mode before, via tab slot connections. It's not perfect, but it's a cool inclusion. Now to convert to head mode, fairly straightforward. Point their arms up in the air, flip them, position the legs like horns, and then slide open their face panels. Now let's pop them aside and grab the bike. Now to transform the bike, lift the rear seat, split the back of the bike in two, double hinge the feet in, and then slide them into parallel with the leg. Extend the lower legs down, fold back the fairing and handlebars section, rotate at 180 and push it down. Unfold the arms, folding them around and then tabbing them into the fairing, now chest. The panels will be in this position. Rotate the wheel assembly 90 degrees and then fold the wheels up behind the head. Lift the standard robot head up and position the handlebars. Then rotate the forearms and we're done. Transformation is as straightforward as expected. A pretty decent robot mode. Articulation is pretty limited though, but I don't mind considering the gimmicks here. Nothing at the head. It does have universal shoulders, nearly got it, though an outward axis is limited to 2 clicks out. Bicep rotation, he has stinky little 90-degree elbows, no waist, ratcheted universal hips, no knee, and only a transformation hinge at the foot. You can kinda do a walking pose. Now you'll notice I removed the missiles. They can be inserted into the forearms with the raised sections clipping into the arm. They will only insert with the flat sections clipping against the arm. Once in, use a minicon to activate the firing missile gimmick. Simply peg one in here and push forward. It works pretty well and any minicon can be used here. Now speaking of the minicons, time to head on. First, collapse the generic head, then insert either of the minicon heads. There's a fantastic faction swapping symbol reveal gimmick here. The arms of the Microns push down on these grey panels in the chest, revealing each symbol. Such a cool gimmick, which is carried over to the Cybertron Sideways too, though not in such a cool way. Some quick robot mode size comparisons, here with Hearts of Steel Optimus Prime, Legacy Armada Wheeljack, Micron Legend Ultra Magnus, or Overload, and Age of the Prime's Red Alert. This is a great toy, with cool gimmicks. Definitely a transformer I recommend people play with, at least once if they can get their hands on it. Of course it has that lovely early 2000s jank, but that's part of the fun. Overall, a great little toy. That was Transformers Micron Legend Crossface, or Armada Sideways. Thanks so much for watching. Please drop a like and leave me a comment, it helps out heaps. And let me know what your favourite Unicorn Trilogy toys are. Catch you on the next one.